So in this real estate investment program, you will find worksheets. Take your time, study it, look at it, try a few numbers, but always remember that Dolph and I started off as beginners. The experience builds, to the point where you become fairly sophisticated at it. So in this program, go to the worksheets, take your time. It's a very important part of becoming a real estate investor is how to identify a good property from a bad property. It's nothing to do with the paint. Oftentimes has to do with the numbers or things you cannot see. For example, Dolph mentioned this depreciation. Most people think depreciation sounds bad because it's kind of an expense in some ways. But in reality, to a sophisticated investor, depreciation is wonderful, simply because that's how you make extra money. For example, on this one investment Kim and I have done, we make 15% cash-on-cash return, but we also make another 30% through depreciation, which ups our return to 45%. And we get that month in, month out, month in, month out. So understanding how you analyze a property, understanding where the numbers fit, is where much of the money is made. Would you agree with that, Dolph?
I totally agree with that. And very often it appears as though depreciation is something that only occurs when the value of the asset goes down. For most assets, that's true, cars or computers or whatever. The beauty of real estate is that you can still claim depreciation, even though the value of the property is going up.
So before leaving step 3, which is identifying potential properties, I'd like to strongly recommend, once again, that people leave their checkbooks at home, go look at some properties, use the worksheets found in this real estate investment program, and start using the different variables and inputs into the worksheet that'll affect the value of your money and the ultimate value of your investment. Having some practice at this allows you to be better at step 4, which is negotiating and making an offer, because a lot of the offer, not all of it, comes from the numbers you've run in the analysis program. Is that correct, Dolph?
That's right. The numbers tell you what that property is worth to you. So you might figure out that you want to pay X dollars for it, but more particularly, there might be some aspect of the property that tips you off that you can afford to pay a bit more for it. As we said before, you might ask more than the offer price, so long as you can get a commensurate benefit somewhere else.
Right. Sometimes I'll offer more if we'll get our terms, because if you can get this thing for nothing down, let's say it's $100,000, but you offer them $110,000, but nothing down, your return is staggering.
Right, it goes through the roof.
Yeah, and that variable might be rent. Can the rental from this property carry a $110,000, basically nothing down investment? At that point, you're smarter, better able to structure your deal. And as I said, anybody can lowball. That takes no intelligence. But step 3 gives you the financial intelligence to be more articulate, more sophisticated, and see returns that the average investor cannot see.
Right.